We just go and climb up into the tree, and it's technically a second level. A crane!
My name's Bethany. I live in Brunswick, Victoria, and this is our treehouse. So I've got 3 kids. Owen is 8, about to turn 9. Lily's almost 2, and Jack is 6.
I'm Owen, and I'm gonna give you a tour of my treehouse. So you would use them like this, and then use it to pull yourself up.
When we first decided to make the treehouse, a friend of mine who lives down the road, he does amazing Halloween displays every year. So he actually had some leftover timber from a pirate ship that he had constructed in his front yard. And he asked if we wanted to use the timber. And I said, sure. We could probably use it to incorporate into this treehouse. And it kind of grew from there.
We didn't have many plants, so I found that one and put it there. This is our pulley, which we use to get from the lower level of the ship.
It's sort of a bit experimental when you start building something, and then you sort of see the kids come up and they have this really good idea that they want to, do a certain thing. Like we decided to add a telescope later on because they seem to like using it as a ship, as a bit of a lookout. Some of the things that we put in there, because we found like we put an old telephone in there because we thought that'd be really cool because the kids can pretend to call each other on the phone.
Yes. No, I need 2 of those. Okay, bye.
Then I realised that children don't understand what phones are these days, and so they don't actually use that at all.
We found this old whiteboard and we got it and we wrote our battle plans. So like Ilya lives here and I live here, and then we go to the park and meet up so we can discuss more about our battle plans.
The kids were using it in their remote learning, so we had some various experiments with trying to put cars going down ramps and trying to make pulley systems. We did a lot of work with simple machines, and that was a good structure to build on.
So we played a game where this was a ramp, and the chair was here and these bits were up like that, and our chair has a hole in it, so we tried to get the cards go down and into the hole. Score!
So we've got a couple of handholds here for on your way up the ladder. The ladder's good and sturdy. This bit here unfortunately needs a little bit of fixing. This is not so sturdy. We did have a few sharp edges because it was recycled wood. So we've got a couple of these plastic kind of caps on things. We kind of have these bits that go across, partly, because it looks nice, but also to stop the kids from just falling straight out onto the ground. It was very much watch children at all times when they're playing in it.
So this is the unofficial second level of our tree house. We just go and climb up into the tree.
The tree is part of it because it's inside it, but it's actually, none of it is attached to the tree. So we haven't hammered into the tree at all. It's all been sort of built around it, and with room in the centre for the tree to grow.
This is the second level.
So I feel like once the kids are a bit older and they don't use it anymore, it'll be pretty simple for us to be able to take it away and not have any, lasting damage to the tree.
This is where my hiding spot was with a Nerf gun when me and my friend were making the battle plans.
Yeah, if you start with something basic and grow it from there, particularly if the kids are involved, I think you can end up with something really special.
Thanks for coming to see my tree house.